Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Because it's Monday night. It's time for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz. How you doing Monday night? We've made it again. Here we are. Do you fancy playing along and having a bit of a giggle based around some questions? I think you do that. Listen, if you're going to play along, you're going to need four things. You're going to need a pen and a paper to write your answers on, and you're going to need a drink and some nibbles, because we're going to quiz in style, because that's how we roll. If you're playing along with us tonight, stick your name in the box below. If there's a couple of you playing, stick your chosen team name. Go on, have a humorous team name just for me, just because it'd be dead funner. And maybe even, try and invite a friend or share this video as it's streaming, and let's see if we can get any new quizzes on board. Listen, while you do all that, that's loads of things. Let's speak to the assembled hot pots that are here with us tonight. And first up, it's Bernard. Bernard, what's your name and where are you calling from?
How you do, me cockers? My name's your Bernard, it's your Bernard, it's your Thresher, it's your Thresher, it's your Bernard, and I'm calling from Lancashire.
There he is. Calling from the home office, by the looks of things.
Yes, WFH. Excuse the little Bernadette in the corner there. She's just watching.
She shrunk a little from last time we saw her.
Yeah, she's nervous tonight, so she's going to stay back there. She's been told.
Don't you wish you could freeze frame the children wherever that was possible?
Yeah, it's maybe something we can come up with for the future, but for the present, it's quiz time.
And it is quiz time, but not only quiz time, it's drinks and nibbles time. So what have you got tonight?
I'll go with the nibble first, of which I've already started. They're very light. It's the salt and vinegar Quavar.
Oh. Quavars again. With the salt and vinegar ones that you sampled with Bernadette on your own independent corn snack corner.
I think that was the crown.
Corn snack corner.
Sorry, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was a pound bag, but it was still the same flavour.
No, it was the prawn.
Oh, the prawn cocktail, yes. Yeah. So how would you compare and contrast the two?
I like the salt because they do that bit where they sort of sting your tongue a little bit. And then to wash it down, because, of course, I'm working in the office and everybody knows, really, when you're in the office, you should remain professional. So I've got a big bottle of Scrumpy.
What's that on the Richter?
I mean, it's nothing mad. It's just 6.
Just 6.
Should we crack it and have a little snifter?
Straight out the bottle. Oh, good lad. Good lad.
Is there anything you can do with that bottle once you finish with it? Because it's quite an ornate bottle.
Take it camping.
Yeah.
No, but you can do that thing where you go. So, Bob, think on.
Form a jug band.
Do people still put pennies in them, in all bottles, and save up?
It's all contactless these days.
No.
Yeah. And coins have got bigger.
Right, I'll leave you to your S&V quavers and your cider as we move swiftly along to the next hot potter. Well, it's Bob. Bob, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening, everybody. It's Bob Riggles here, and I'm calling from the boudoir in Lancashire.
Hey, he's getting sexy in the bedroom.
No, not really. I'm up here out of necessity. The wife's watching the Grand National. Sorry, she's watching a rerun of the Grand National, hence this going out.
Yes, of course, because this isn't pre-recorded on a Saturday. Of course it's not.
Not at all.
You're safely out of the way, and I think you might be able to get some crumbs on that bedspread. So what have you got for your drinking your nibbles?
There's some crumbage. I've got a bowl, but this bag of crisps caught my eye, and I wonder if Bernard Thresher can tell me why this particular bag of crisps caught my eye. Any clue? It's
black and orange.
Black and orange it is, yes. It's a black and orange bag. It wasn't the flavour or the price, although it was just £1 on your club card. Yes, it's black and orange. What a lovely combo colour that is. Yeah, nice crisps. And for the drinks, it's a standard punk, but in a massive can. Look at that.
Yeah, nice.
Dobber.
Yeah, huge. They're selling them in packs of 6 at the moment.
Wow.
Bigger cans,
Wonderful.
same delicious taste.
And you know the rule: sell them in 6s, drink them in 6s.
You've got to have a listen to this. Have a listen. Oh, yes.
Katusk.
Sound of success.
Yes, indeed. And as we found out on the quiz, the more you drink, the more you score.
Well, that's it, yeah. That's definitely it.
Right, cheers for that, Bob. And next along, why, it's the man for whom his doctorage is sufficientage. I can't think of anything else to say. It's Dr. Ron. Ron, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Cockers. My name's Dr. Ron Seal, and I'm from, calling from, again, my man's in Lancashire.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Make yourself at home, son.
Yeah, I have done. Yeah.
Put your washing on and make yourself at home. So what have you got for your drinking your nibbles tonight?
Well, Nibbles, I went to the Aldi's and I got myself some sea salt and Chardonnay vinegar, 150 on the grammage.
Yeah.
As you can see, I've nearly finished them all off. They're really, really nice and very crunchy. And with 150 grams worth of corn snacks, you're going to need a fairly big beer. And past couple of weeks, I've let the side down by having tea. I'm back this week, ladies and gentlemen, with a Newcastle Brown.
Whoa.
Bottle of dog.
Massive.
Good lad.
Mm-hmm.
My mate Andy Feeney, who might be watching the quiz, very many years ago drank 10 bottles of Newcastle Brown, and I've never seen that beaten in one sitting. Never seen that beaten. How many are you going to drink?
That's the next Hotpots challenge then.
10 bottles.
Get us on tour. I mean, just the thought of being on tour. How good it's going to be. Okay, cheers for that, Ron. Sadly, there's no Kenny tonight. He has prior engagements, which is a pity because all the questions about Brewdog, 80s pop music and Star Wars. So not the week to bail on us, Kenny, but he'll be back next week. But what this means, chaps, is because Kenny was in the lead, this is a chance for everyone else to catch up. So that's rather exciting.
Was he in the lead? Really?
I think he was one ahead, yeah. I think he was one ahead.
Right, so I'm going to get me...
Well, you say everyone else, but you mean everyone else. Bob.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 10 questions, everything to play for. You hot pots here, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, I am ready.
Hot potters at home, are you ready? Well, let's get quizzing. Question number 1 is all about the music. And I want to know which group had a hit in 1998 with the single Avenging Angels. Which popular group, a popular beat combo, had a hit in 1998 with Avenging Angels? Easy one, that. Just to ease you into the quiz. Question number 2 is films. And in the Bill and Ted films, who plays bass in Bill and Ted's band, Wild Stallions?
Ooh.
It'll be easy if you watch Bill and Ted 3. Maybe not so much if you only watched 1 and 2. But in the Bill and Ted films, which person plays bass in Bill and Ted's band, Wild Stallions?
Are you allowed to give us a clue and say whether it's either Bill or Ted, or is it an extra character?
No clues.
It might not be Bill or Ted. Who knows? Question 3 is egg, sausage, chips and beans. And this week we're on the sausage and we're talking chipolatas. They're long and they're thin. But in which country is the chipolata thought to have originated? Is it A, France, B, Germany, or C, Spain? All countries associated with sausages, but in which country is the chipolata thought to have originated? A, France, B, Germany, or C, Spain? Question number 4 is bitter, lager, cider, ale and stout. And this week, luckily for Bernard, it's cider.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what is the highest alcohol level allowed for cider under UK law? Is it A, 8.5%, B, 10%, or C, there is no upper limit? See, that's tricky, that. So what's the highest alcohol level allowed for cider under UK law? I genuinely did not know there was such a UK law, but there is. But is it A, 8.5%, B, 10%, or C, there is no upper limit at all? Question number 5 is crisps. And back in the 1980s, Clumsy Colin was a mascot for which brand of crisps?
Yeah.
A, Quavers, B, Skips, or C, Square Crisps?
Wrote it down before you even gave us the question.
It was the 1980s, and there was a crisp brand who had a mascot who was in the adverts and stuff, and there was even a computer game about him called Clumsy Colin. 99p Mastertronic, I think it was, one of those. But to which crisp brand was he affiliated? A, Quavers, B, Skips, C, Square Crisps. Have a guess. You got a 1 in 3 chance.
There was even a cut-out cardboard model you could get of him, which I had.
All right, Bob, we know that you know it. Stop going on about it. We don't know it.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't known any of the answers to any of these questions.
How much of the Newcastle Brown have you had though?
I'm on my 8th bottle.
Well, you should know. You should know more.
Should know all, yes.
It's a Monday night, a person.
Question number 6 is all about the best band in the world. It's the Lancashire Hotpots. And I want to know, what brand of beer does Bernard drink on the beach in the song Purple Zone? Run those lyrics in your head.
I can't even remember it.
No,
I've never heard it.
What brand of beer does Bernard drink on the beach in the song Purple Zone?
Never heard of it.
I thought this was...
Isn't the only album you've got Crust for Life, Ron?
Yeah.
It's on Crust for Life.
Yeah, but I haven't heard that album all the way through.
We've only got one album of ours, and he's not even listened to it all the way through.
Well, I did the first 3, and I was like, nah, it's not for me, this. So,
Fantastic.
What's a clue?
There is a clue sort of embedded within the question if you think about it. Right, imagine Kenny was here. Try using Kenny logic.
My brain can't compute that fast.
No. Question number 7 is We Love the North. And continuing on from last week's question, we still love Sheffield and Sheffield band Pulp, headed by Jarvis Cocker. Now then, Jarvis Cocker's real name is Jeremy Branson. Is that true or is that false? So we're talking Pulp, we're talking Jarvis Cocker, and I'm saying to you, Jarvis Cocker's real name is Jeremy Branson. True or false? Question number 8. He's dead now. And this week we're talking the purple one, Prince, who died in 2016. I want to know, did Prince ever win an Oscar? What do you reckon? Yes or no?
What do you get an Oscar for? Is it films?
Films, but obviously there's many, there's acting, there's musicking,
music within
there's
film,
writing, there's directing, there's many facets of the film experience. Did he ever win an Oscar? He could play the guitar, he could sing a bit. Did he ever win an Oscar? Question number 9 is television. And keeping it bang up to date, puppeteer and entertainer Roger de Courcy won the 1976 New Faces talent competition, becoming a fixture on TV in the 70s and early 1980s. But what was the name of his puppet bear?
Yes. Got one right.
So Roger de Courcy won the 1976 New Faces competition. What was the name of his bear that he won it with and subsequently did lots of TV with?
No.
I don't know if I've got it right now, thinking about it.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah.
I'm not sure I've spelt it right, but I think you'll get the gist.
Have you spelt it, Bob?
Yeah.
And question 10, our last question for tonight, is, as always, potluck. And I'm saying that Hollywood actor Vin Diesel is one of the world's leading Scrabble players. Is that true or is that false?
How do you quantify leading? How do you quantify
He's ranked.
He's on the rankage. He partakes in tournaments. He's well renowned and respected on the scene, on the Scrabble scene. So Vin Diesel is one of the world's leading Scrabble players. True or false?
No, if you'd have said Vin Diesel is one of the world's worst actors, I'd have got this one right.
Is that true or false?
That's massively true.
Those are your 10 questions for this Monday evening, a Monday where everything is a little bit freer than last Monday evening. I wonder how many hot potters out there went and sat in a chilly beer garden at some point today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. This Scrumples, there's no bubbles in it, Mum. It's proper.
Yeah.
That's as you like.
It's like brown water that makes your nose run.
Are you going to do all of that tonight?
One when we finish this.
What have you got, Vicky? What are you on?
Done a little this week, and I've got some of those pea snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Crisps made out of pea. What a world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. And
time to be alive.
Money's a bit of it just needs looking after at the moment. So
money's too tight to mention. Oh, money.
So I've gone for some of the little amber ale. 5% on the Richter and under £4 for 4 cans. So it's less than £1 a can.
That'll do.
So delivering top taste and flavour for less than £1. I thank you.
Brilliant.
Can you just dispel a myth? And I might do this as a Twitter poll tomorrow. But who's got the best random aisle? Lidl or Aldi?
Ooh.
Well, see, the thing is,
I'll do it Tuesday.
yeah. See, near us, they've got a bigger Lidl than we have an Aldi, so they've got more things.
Yeah, but is it as random? Is it as random? The point at random aisle is that you go, I didn't know I needed a thing in me gutter called a porcupine to keep the leaves out. That's the very basis of the random aisle.
How are you going to measure how random something is? 6.
Like Tupperware, not random. 22-inch HD TV with CD player, not random. Silicon spoons, not random. Ultra, night vision goggles, random. You know what I mean? You can't use them in kitchen at house. There's no reason for them being in a supermarket. Random. Full-length fishing waders, random.
Yep. I see where you're coming from. Well, we'll have to let the hot potters on Twitter decide, no less.
Yeah, and I'll tag the 2 supermarkets in, and we can get a bit of a war going.
Yeah, especially considering Iceland Foods were DMing me on at the latter end of last week. It won't give me anything for free, but it's nice to slide into Iceland's DMs.
But just to
Have
check,
they got a random aisle, do you know?
I don't think so, no. Sorry, Bob.
No.
this poll, it's going to happen on Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow. Okay.
Shall we have some answers to some questions then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go on then, let's. Right, let's get back right to the top. And I was talking about music for question number 1, and I thought this was incredibly easy. Which group had a hit in 1998 with Avenging Angels? Bernard, come on, this must be in your wheelhouse.
It is, yeah. You were calling all Avenging Angels, kick-ass angels. It's Space, our Scouse brothers.
Space from Bernard. Bob?
Yes, I met the lead singer of this band the same night I met Bernard Thresher for the first time. I don't know whether he remembers that. After the first Charlie Chuck gig that we went to at the City Hall, he was there as well. It's Space. Oh,
Spa.
Oh, it's Spa.
No, I'm afraid I've got to accept your first answer.
Hang on.
Oh, deleted it. What's he doing?
Oh, I do.
It should say Space, but it blooming doesn't.
Okay, 20% and finally Ron.
I misheard the question, and I thought you said 88 and not 98.
Oh.
And I went with Erasure.
Well, of course, it was those Kit Kat Angels Space, reaching number 6 in January 1998 and still going strong to this very day. Question number 2 was films. And I said in the Bill and Ted films, who plays bass in Bill and Ted's band? Bernard, what do you think?
I don't know because I've not seen out new. But I hope I'm somewhere near that you might give me a point. I went with a princess or a wife.
Princess or a wife. Okay. Over to someone who plays bass on a semi-professional basis. Bob, what do you think?
Good gag there.
Yeah, now that Bernard said a princess or a wife, that's a good shout, that. But I put, he's a star of, definitely not the first film, I don't think, but I've not seen the third one. He's definitely in the second one. I put Death.
He's gone for Death. And speaking of Death, Ron.
I haven't seen any of the Bill and Ted films.
Oh, sacrilege!
So I have no really idea which one's which. I just put Bill.
Okay. Trust the bass player to get it right. It was Death.
Yes.
Well
Yeah,
done,
it wasn't
Bob.
either Bill or Ted because they're both guitarists, aren't they?
They are, I believe. Yes.
Oh, did the princesses do the keyboards and the drums?
It's something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Ron, how can you've not seen any of the Bill and Ted films?
Didn't even know. I saw the cartoon.
Because I'll tell you why. Because they weren't made in the 70s.
Exactly.
If it's not the Deer Hunter, it doesn't want to know.
If it's not 14 hours long and I've got a rubbish ending, I'm not bothered, mate.
Question number 3 was egg sausage, chips and beans, and we're on the sausages, specifically chipolatas, long and thin, hashtag. But which country is thought to have invented the chipolata? A, France, B, Germany, or C, Spain? Bernard, you're an expert on long and thin things, I believe.
Spain.
Bob.
Yeah, it sounds Spanish, doesn't it? Chipolata. I put Spain.
Ron?
Spain.
The correct answer is France.
Whoa!
The word is French, but probably derives from the Italian cipollata, which essentially means made with onions.
No way.
Bob, noticed there that you've had 2 answers that you've written down, 5 letters, S-P-A at the start. You managed to get one, but not the other.
Not the other, no. I still give myself a point for it, though.
Didn't have time to finish the answer, did he?
Didn't have time to finish Googling it and writing it. with his electronic piece of paper, the wonders of
Got
an
it wrong.
electronic.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's why. You're not quick enough. I wonder if he'll be quick enough with this one. Question 4, bitter lager, cider, ale and stout. And this week it is cider. And I want to know what's the highest alcohol level allowed for cider under UK law. Is it A, 8.5%, B, 10%, or C, there is no upper alcohol level limit? Bernard, you are the biggest cider consumer within the band, so I'm expecting big things.
Yes, I'm mad on the Frosty Jacks. $1.49 for 7 litres. It's good value for money, and of course, when you collect lots of them and you keep them in your living room, you can use them as a portable bathroom. So, really good value for money. I'm going with 8.5% because I think after that they become different names.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, I've ruled out the there is no upper limit, because if there was no upper limit, there wouldn't be a law, would there? It would just wouldn't. That's what I'm figuring anyway. Now, I think at a beer festival I have had, as you know, at some point in the afternoon at a beer festival, I go on the perries and the ciders, and some of them are quite stupidly high, but I don't think I've had one. I think I've had them over 8.5%. But I don't think I've had anything over 10%, so I'm going to say 10%.
See, what you did say then, you go on the ciders and the perries. And is it the perries that you've had?
That's in my mind as well, yeah.
It's in his mind. And Ron, what say you on the cider frontage?
I just thought, because the UK is full of mental drinkers, I just went, there's no upper limit, get it all down here, get it do what you want, blow your head off.
Well, I expected big things from Bernard tonight, and Bernard delivered. He is right. The answer is A, 8.5%. UK law states cider cannot be more than 8.5% alcohol by volume. For anything greater, it must be labelled apple wine.
All right.
There you go. You learn something every day, learning on the Hotpots quiz.
I need to know that.
Hang on, I knew it. Give me some props. I knew it. Kenny would have known it. Yeah, Kenny would have known it. Hello, I'm the one who got it right.
Let's get back down to earth and the cider soaking abilities of crisps. And back in the 1980s, I can feel Bob scratching, just excited to get this out. Clumsy Colin was a mascot for which brand of crisps? A, Quavers, B, Skips, or C, Square Crisps? Bernard.
Clumsy means dropping things. You don't drop a skip, apart from on your front. You don't drop a quav, but you could make a square into a brick or something. So just Kenny Logic just said it were a right thing that somebody might drop.
Okay, he's gone for the Square Crisps. Bob.
Yeah, that was completely wrong, Bernard. It was Skips.
Ron.
Skips.
It was indeed Skips.
Why?
I remember it well. Didn't he have leopard print trousers on?
Not too sure about the trousers, but I do know his computer game was quite good on the Commodore 64, but absolutely terrible on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Why was it clumsy? What's the connection between a skip and being clumsy?
Nothing really. They just made him up.
So what chance have I got with that?
Well, you either knew it or you didn't.
Well, it's like what significance is Tigers and Kellogg's Frosties? You know what I mean?
Well, because they're great.
That's why.
Hello, McFly.
Silly me.
Speaking of silly people, let's get on to question 6 and the Lancashire Hotpots. And what brand of beer does Bernard drink on the beach in the song Purple Zone? Bernard, you sung it, so obviously you remember it.
Nope. The only thing I remember about the Purple Zone is that Bob parked in it. Well, I just went with the beer that we used to drink, Carlsberg.
Carlsberg. Bob.
Now, you see, I put Carlsberg at first, but then you said as a clue in the question, he's on a beach. I kind of had a go at San Miguel.
Okay, and Ron.
Never heard the song.
Despite it being on the album he's got.
Yeah, album I've got 3 songs off it, and I've gone with Stella.
Okay, well, Bob picked up on my little subliminal clue. It was indeed San Miguel. And well done to you if you got that at home. Yesterday, I were on beach drinking San Miguel, is how the line goes. Well done if you got that. Question 7, we love the North, and we were talking Sheffield again and Jarvis Cocker. And I said, Jarvis Cocker is not even his real name. His real name is Jeremy Branson. True or false? Bernard, what did you think to that?
I think that everything you said is false.
Bob, do you think I was telling porcupines?
I think he looks like a bit like a Jeremy, so I said true.
Okay, and Ron?
I went false.
It's false. He is a proper cocker. His full name is Jarvis Branson Cocker.
Oh.
So he's an honorary cocker hotpot with a name like Cocker. So he is a full Jarvis. Well done to him. Question 8, from one musical legend to another. Let's go to question 8, and he's dead now. And Prince, who passed in 2016, but did he ever win an Oscar in all of his musical exploits? Did he ever win one of them goldeny blokes? Bernard, what do you reckon?
Well, with all questions, I don't know them, so I have to think in my mind about memories. And I remember once being in the kitchen of a chap called Big Kiv, who some of you will know as the chap who played the emo in our multi-award nominated video He's Turned Emo. And a song came on by Symbol, the man formerly known as Prince, and Big Kiv said, "He's underrated, isn't he?" So I said yes.
Okay, there's logic in that there explanation. Bob, what do you reckon?
I just went with the fact that Purple Rain was a film. Amazing song, just an amazing thing. I just went, yeah, he must have got an Oscar for that.
Okay, lots of deductions going on, and Ron likes his films, so how would he vote on this question?
Well, I thought, Purple Rain, massive, massive song, massive soundtrack. And he also did Batman as well, which was a humongous film. So I went yes.
And the correct answer is indeed yes. And he won it in 1985 for Best Original Score for Purple Rain.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did. Now then, let's get back onto matters of much more importance and television, and Roger de Courcy with his puppet friend. But what was the name of his puppet chum from which he was performing in the 70s and 80s, Bernard?
Clearly got no idea. Way before my time, I'm still in my 30s, so got no idea about things like that. However, you said Roger de Courcy. So I went with a name that I saw on an episode of Family Feud from the Americas. This gentleman was answering a question, and I clocked his name badge, and his name was De Quincy. So I thought, could maybe the bear be called De Quincy?
I wouldn't ever rule it out. Bob, what do you reckon?
I'll rule it out. It was called Nookie Bear.
Okay, and Ron?
Yeah, Nookie Bear.
It was Nookie Bear, of course it was. Culminating in the 1981 kids' TV show Now for Nookie. Different times. Completely different times.
Yeah.
Is
that true?
Yeah. You can get it on DVD.
You can get lots of things on DVD.
Oh my God, not that DVD. But I mean, someone did put a hand up down in mine.
Leave it. Question 10 is potluck, and I said actor Vin Diesel is one of the world's leading Scrabble players. True or false, Bernard?
No time to commit to hours of linguistics. He's too busy working out. It's false.
Bob?
Nah, I can't see that. False.
And Ron?
Yeah, false.
It is false. I just made that up. Although I do like the odd bit of a game on words with friends. Not that I've got any friends, but those are your 10 answers for this very Monday night. How did you do? Tot up your scores and put it in the box below, and we'll see whether you got more or less than the assembled hot pots tonight. Everything's up for grabs. There are but 3 players, which means the competition is going to be that much stiffer this week. Let me go to Bernard in his BBC-approved home office. Bernard, what score did you get for tonight's quiz?
Get to bed. Get out. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. She's still there. You know, I'm all right. I'm happy. 5 on 10.
5 on 10, half scores. Well done for that,
I'm
Bernard.
always happy with that. I'm always happy with 5 on 10.
50%er. You can't argue with that.
Finny all the way.
Bob, what did you get this evening?
Had a couple of shocking weeks, but I'm kind of back. I'm on my way back. I got a 7 on 10.
Oh, 7 on 10. That's quite impressive, given some of the randomness of the questions tonight. The only person who can stop you now is Dr. Ron. Ron, what did you get this week?
I had an absolute shocker at the beginning of the game, but I ended up with a respectable 6 on 10.
Oh, so close, which means with a big 7 on 10 this week, Bob is the winner of this week's Hot Pots Pub Quiz.
Well done, Ridsy. Well done.
Cheers.
Doing it all from the comfort of your boudoir.
The boudoir here. The boudoir.
Is the leaderboard? Yeah. So, yes, I think you might have pulled back that one episode lead on Kenny.
Are we level pegging now?
I think there's lots of pegging going on at the moment. Completely level. So that's exciting times, gentlemen.
Wouldn't you say?
As we open up to a more freer society, and pub gardens are ahoy. If anybody in the top cocker zone is going to any form of pub garden this week, make sure you post a picture. I'm sure you will. Anyway, and we can enjoy all your outside drinks and your blankets and your take a thermos as well, because it's probably going to be a little bit chilly.
As the hot pots will always say, please drink responsibly.
We shall leave Bernard to continue chugging his massive. What do they call those receptacles, Bernard?
Jugs.
Massive
Jugs.
And on that bombshell, we shall leave you for this Monday night. Thanks for playing. We shall see you all next week. Ta-da!